Is Doom the Dark Ages worth the money? I think so. Now let's talk about why. Now I'm comparing this directly to Doom Eternal because it is the last Doom entry before Doom the Dark Ages, and there are a lot of differences. I'm sure you've heard of them. There are better videos discussing all the differences. It's slower, it's chonkier, you have a shield with a chainsaw like around it, and you can toss it, it cuts demons in half. For me, if I had to recommend a Doom game to a new player, I would recommend this one. Because again, it's a little slower. You have a defensive option in the shield. It isn't the acrobatic dashing around, bouncing around of Doom Eternal. That game is so chaotic. I would not say, oh yeah, first time player, go play Doom Eternal. No. Go play Doom the Dark Ages. Get a feel for what universe you're playing in. And for people who care about prequels and like chronological order, it's a prequel. So it's perfect to start off on. Now, me personally, again, I love it. I enjoy this way more than Doom Eternal. That was just too chaotic. The button scheme, like, oh, why is your chainsaw or your flamethrower, and that has to go off in order for you to get armor, and then you have to chainsaw people in order to get ammo. It just felt a little convoluted in all the things you had to keep track of while jumping, dodging, dashing, swinging off poles. It just felt like a lot to juggle for me. And I know like some people probably love that shit. I don't. Doom the Dark Ages feels like a nice step down in terms of, hey, this is a little slower, but you can turn up the game speed if you want. There is that option. So if you like that, you know, high speed, just crazy gameplay, cool, you can do that, right? But for people who don't like that, like me, this was the biggest breath of fresh air out there. The Captain America shield, and you know, I'm saying that because it feels like Captain America, you can toss it out, it'll bounce off enemies, cutting them in half. It'll lodge itself in large enemies, continuously spin, damage them, and keep them stunned. So you can throw it in a big enemy and then just unload your gun into them. It is so much fun. My favorite weapon is the, I don't know the actual name. I can't remember it. The Skull Crusher. You know, the gun that grinds up skulls and then shoots out the pieces. Yeah. Dude. I love everything about that weapon. It's great for ad clear. It looks cool. It's like you're holding a little engine. You see the little pistons firing. Even when you're not firing the weapon, they're just sitting there like doom, 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 like an idling car. It's so cool. But the best weapon, that's my favorite. The best weapon, I think, is by far the shield. Like, I don't even think it's close. The weapons are great, and they have uses for every situation. I just unlocked that like ball and chain gun. That one's awesome. The shield is so versatile. You can throw it. It cuts demons in half. You can stun big demons. It breaks armor. You can block and parry. While holding the block button, you can hit RT, the right trigger, and dash towards an enemy to almost do like a, I don't know, like a shield bash attack. And it stuns them, kind of disorients them. Or if you're doing that towards a group of like ad enemies, like smaller demons, it just blows them away. It's fantastic. There's so much you can do with the shield, and just the sheer fact that, all right, no matter how crazy it gets, I have the shield. I can parry. I can redirect green shots back at the enemy. It's so cool. Now, me personally, I'm a sucker for anything medieval. Final Fantasy 16 is one of my favorites because of the medieval setting. The gameplay's great. I had a great time, but I love anything medieval. You take something like Doom and you say, what if we made it medieval? It's already fun for me. Like, I'm loving it, right? You know what I mean? It is great. Then you throw in these big set piece moments where, hey, let's take Doom guy, who's already a badass, already invincible, and let's stick him in a Pacific Rim Jaeger where he's fighting these giant titans. Like, it is just one of those moments. And I know it's a little simplistic in terms of the gameplay compared to just playing as the Doomslayer, but that's okay for me. I don't need this, oh, I'm piloting this giant mech. I don't expect it to be this super complex gameplay. No, I expect to walk around, crush everything, punch these giant titans, like maybe whip out a sword. I love that so much. Not only does it break up the normal gameplay, which is already great, but again, it gives you that feeling almost like when Space Marine 2 came out. People were just talking about, oh, this is like a good old-fashioned video game. You just feel powerful, it looks great, it plays great, it's a lot of fun. That's what that moment did for me. Like, the game's already great, but then you hop in this giant mech and you're fighting these, 30-story tall titans. And it's like, hell yeah, that is a video game ass moment right there. You just see that as a trailer, or you show someone like, look at this shit. And you just sit back in your chair and go, hell yeah, that is badass. That is why we play video games right there. You know what I mean? I just love that so much. Same thing with the flying dragon section. Like, oh yeah, I've got a dragon where its wings are made out of this like artificial material, laser material. Like, it turns on and the wings are actually made out of like this force field, and it has guns on it, and you're hunting down ships, destroying the turrets, and then boarding them, taking them down from the inside. It is so sick. It reminded me of War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, the old Transformers games. Those games had some really big set piece moments, and like in the second one you play as Devastator, where 5 Transformers combine and you're just walking around destroying everything. You're on top of this ship just wreaking havoc, and it feels so good. That's what these moments felt like. And again, I know it's simplistic, but it scratches that itch for me. Like, that's why I play games, for these awesome, fun moments. I don't need a deep, compelling story. I don't need to sit back and have the game make me think about my life choices. No, I'm here for fun. So let me just put that out there. I'm not like a hardcore Doom fan, but I'm also not unfamiliar with the franchise. I think it is, like I said in the beginning, the most beginner friendly because it's a little slower. You're still zipping around, especially with the shield dash, because I mean, you can dash across like a battlefield. If you see an enemy and you're aiming at them, you can launch yourself with the shield. So don't get it twisted. You might be a little more tanky than, say, Doom Eternal, but you're by no means this like slow, methodic, oh, it's going to take me forever. No. It's still very much Doom. Like, they did not lose what made Doom Doom. It still feels like a Doom game through and through. They just changed up the formula a little bit, and I'm loving it. Now, I think the biggest change they made was more emphasis on the story, which I personally love. You play Doom Eternal, and the story's there, but it's basically just like, all right, Doomslayer, on to the next demon to kill. Like, oh, off to this person, portal in, go kill him. The story's like there-ish, kinda. It's really just a driving factor for the gameplay, where there is a bigger emphasis on the story. I love it because Doomslayer in Doom the Dark Ages is super weapon. That's his whole purpose, is send him in because we are screwed without him. Like, we are at the end of the line. We need a super weapon. Send him in. And it's just, again, the story is a vehicle for his badassness, but now you have a whole audience. You have all these humans. You have the makers. You have all these people witnessing how badass he is. And so he's making an entrance. He's got a superhero landing. He's walking in and mowing down all these demons. It's the same awesomeness in terms of the gameplay, but now you have all of these people witnessing how incredible he is, and I like that. I like that there's this serious campaign, like the story is unfolding, and you're like, oh man, this is kind of crazy. Then there's Doomslayer just like, yeah, okay, point me where I need to go. I'll figure it out. Whatever your issue is, I'll figure it out. I'll go in and snap whoever's neck I need to and keep on going. You still get the exploration, the little goodies, the figurines that you can find and he plays with. That's all good. Some of the maps are kind of big, like really big, like huge, massive open maps. But it's kind of nice because they're riddled with demons. It's not like, oh, I'm wandering this empty space. It's no, every 10 steps there's demons to kill. So it's nice. You're mowing through hordes. You're doing little side, areas. You're getting some gold, maybe picking up some side currency to upgrade your weapons. Like, it's all fun, Like big areas, which doesn't feel like eternal, but there's plenty of stuff to kill, which is why we're all here. Now, I thought the whole no glory kill thing would really bug me because I love that. When it comes to Ninja Gaiden, Doom Eternal, just Doom in general, the glory kills of like the up close and ripping the eyeball out or like shoving the knife through the head, like the close up animations. I love that. I'm here for the gore 24/7. So I thought, oh, this is going to be an issue. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be a fan of this. I don't miss it as much as I thought it would be. And there are still some glory kills. Like, depending on the enemy, if you're fighting one of those leader enemies, like the higher tier, where they give a reward that boosts your health or whatnot, there's a glory kill. And if you jump up above an enemy that's, purple, and then you hit the melee, it'll do a glory kill with the shield. So you can still do it. It's just not every enemy. It's not as frequent, and it doesn't work with, you don't have 10 different glory kill animations. There's a couple with the shield. They're very cool, though. Like, sawing an enemy in half with the chainsaw shield when it happens, it's awesome. It really is. Now, I know one critique that people are having, which I personally don't have any connection to, is the music. I know, what's his name? I think Mick Gordon. That's the name of the original, music person behind Doom. I don't know the whole thing that happened with him. I haven't looked it up. I've heard that, it's messed up what they did to Mick Gordon. I don't even know what happened there. I know this isn't his music. That's never really bothered me much. Like, the music has always been an addition to it. I don't play Doom for the music. I know it kind of sells the immersion, and it sells I feel badass right now. When that music kicks in, it's like, yeah, it makes you feel like the Doom Slayer. So I get that. And this music definitely isn't as intense. So I can see where people are coming from. Personally, I don't care about that. I'll usually turn down the music because I don't want it blasting in my ears. I'd rather hear the sound effects, the bone crunches when I take out a demon, or the shots from my weapon. I'd rather hear that stuff than the music. It's not really a personal issue for me, but you will notice a difference if that's something you pay attention to. This video is not sponsored, but Liquid Death. Just saying. I'm a big fan of your stuff. I'm going to be putting a mini fridge over here. The sparkling water, just the normal black can sparkling water you guys have, I drink that every single day. It would be in every single video, every TikTok I made. I'm just saying, I would pedal Liquid Death so hard. I'm just letting you know. Just saying, I'm a big fan. Now, the length, it's pretty lengthy. I have 8 hours in, and I'm not even halfway done. So I'm thinking 25, 30 hours, depending how much of a completionist you are. I know speedrunners have already found exploits for skipping whole entire sections. I'm not speaking for speedrunners. I don't know how they do it. I don't want to do it. I don't like speeding through games. I like taking my time, especially when there's side content and little goodies to find. I love doing that shit. It feels good. Like when you go off the beaten path, you find a big pile of gold or one of the little figures or a ruby currency, just something to be like, I'm glad I didn't skip that path. It feels good because now I can upgrade my shield. I have my shield fully upgraded already. It's great. You know what I mean? It's very rewarding. 25, 30 hours, around there. Some levels are a little quicker. Some are longer, like these big open world or open area ones. It all depends on how you play. If you've got the gameplay up 150%, you're probably going to blast through it pretty quickly. You know what I mean? Aesthetically, it's medieval. The Doomslayer is wearing a cape, like a fur cape, like Kratos in God of War Ragnarok. And we all know how badass Kratos looked. So they knew what they were doing. I have to think they saw the reaction to Kratos with that bear skin cape. And they said, oh yeah, that's what we're going to do. Medieval, it's a prequel. Hell yeah. We're putting a cape on him. It looks so badass. Every time he does an entrance, I'm like, God damn, that looks so much better with that on. It's a little thing that doesn't really matter, but it feels so good and it looks so cool. God, I love video games. You ever just sit back and think about that? Like here I am talking about Doom and a cape. And I just realized, man, it is such a good time to be a gamer. And it's only getting better. Like I know people are just getting into games or they're just getting into like non-mainstream games and they're looking at news and seeing all the releases on Game Pass and indie games. I love games so much. You get so many experiences. You meet so many people. It's great, right? Like it's the best time for gaming it's ever been. It's only getting better. And I love it. I love it, man. It's so good. What a great time. Verdict. Again, I'm only 8 hours in. So if my opinion changes from this moment, I will insert it in the video and be like, you know what? I know I gave it a rough estimate score. It's actually worse or it's actually better, but it's hitting like a solid 9 for me. Doom Eternal's cool, but it was a little too hectic. It was a little too much to juggle while I'm playing. Like I feel like I couldn't just play. I had to lock in so hard and use 100% of my brain power to really remember like, okay, balance this, balance the ammo, make sure I look for a gas can. Oh, make sure to double dash and dodge and glory kill. Oh, and chainsaw to get more ammo and flame thrower him to get some shield. Like, oh my God, where's this? I can relax a little more. It feels very Doom-ish, where you've got all these projectiles coming at you and you can dodge left or right, or you can jump and you can parry and deflect. It feels great. So it's a 9 for me right now. And again, if that changes, I will insert it. But it's just such a great year for gaming. I love it. And this is the most that I've ever enjoyed Doom. That's the thing for me, is I'm here for the fun. So I don't really care if like, oh, but it's so different from the source material or they changed so much. I don't care about any of that. I don't give a single shit if things change from the original like franchise start and then, oh, they've changed so much. I don't care. Is it fun? Yes. Is it more fun than what it used to be? Yes. That's a win. That's all I care about. And this is the most fun with Doom I have ever had. Ever. And so if you're new to Doom, I definitely recommend this. It's on Game Pass. Like, not to mention the fact that it's on a subscription service day one that you can pay $11 a month for. Dude, come on. It is such a good time for gaming. Go try it. Let me know if you're playing it and let me know what you think. How does it rate in terms of the original Dooms, Doom 2016, Doom Eternal? Like, what are you feeling? Is this a letdown? I know, again, the music, the glory kills, that's probably bugging some people, but everything else, like, how's it sitting for you? In terms of what's come out this year, how does it rate? How does it rate? You know, is it in your Game of the Year nominees? It's in mine. Expedition 33's taken the crown, but Doom the Dark Ages is definitely in like my top, 5 or 6 for the nominations. Like I would bet money it's getting nominated because it is damn good. It makes you feel powerful and it is so much fun. If you're not already, go subscribe, like, do all the, YouTube things. Comment, let me know what you think. What are you playing after Doom? Because there's games coming out like every week. And on Game Pass, there's something every week or two, so it's a crazy time. So what are you playing afterward? Did you already beat it? I've talked to a bunch of people who, like 3 days in, beat it. And I'm just like, holy shit. I play a lot of games, and I haven't even gotten through it that quick. So that's insane. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay caffeinated and enjoy slaying demons.